Good morning, Biome School. I am your next masked reader, and today we are going to be reading The Lion King Pal Patrol. So this is our book. We're going to read it, and then at the end, I have a question for you guys. The Lion King Pal Patrol. I'm not sure who the author is. It doesn't say. We're going to go with it's just a Disney book. Timon and Pumbaa waited and waited and waited. They were supposed to meet Simba at Pride Rock over an hour ago, and he still wasn't there. What did I tell you? Timon complained to Pumbaa. Once a guy becomes king, he suddenly forgets about the little people, the ones who knew him when he was all alone with no one to turn to. I heard that, called Simba as he came up behind his buddies, and I didn't forget about you. There was an emergency. A whole elephant herd slipped on some banana peels. Why can't those monkeys just remember to clean up after themselves? Pumbaa looked confused. I thought monkeys never forgot, he said. That's elephants, answered Timon, rolling his eyes. Elephants never forget. The three pals headed off to enjoy a lazy day in the Pride Lands. Ah, together again, finally, said Timon. Yeah, agreed Simba. Akuna Matata. No worries. At least for one afternoon. Lately, Simba just didn't seem to have much time to spend with his old friends. Being the Lion King meant that Simba was always needed for something. Oh, Simba! Oh, Simba! Zazu's voice came drifting up from behind them. Come quick! One of the cubs has his head stuck in a tree again. Then the cranky hornbill turned to Timon and Pumbaa. This is all your fault, he declared. Teaching the cubs how to hunt for bugs. Disgraceful behavior. Simply disgraceful. What's eating him? Asked Pumbaa. Nothing, answered Timon. He's too tough and grimy, Simba laughed. Very funny. But seriously, guys, I'm sorry. I'll have to go. But I'll catch up with you later. Simba, asked Pumbaa, do you like being Lion King? I mean, isn't it awful having a lot of responsibility? Well, sure, answered his friend, but I like having everyone depend on me to keep them safe. It's what makes me feel like I'm doing something that matters. As Pumbaa and Timon watched Simba head off with Zazu, Timon shook his head. Just listen to him, said Timon in disgust. Is he a bore or what? Pumbaa looked confused. I thought I was the bore, he said. Timon gave his pal a playful tap. Oh well, said Timon. At least we don't have any responsibilities to tie us down. Let's go have some fun. What do you say? I say Hakuna Matata, Pumbaa replied. Exactly, agreed Timon. And so the two wandered off into the brush, looking for grubs and whatever adventure might come their way. Soon Pumbaa's stomach started to rumble, so he and Timon stopped to rustle up some grubs for lunch. While Pumbaa rooted around under a rock, Timon stuck his head in a tree the way he had taught the cubs to do. Boy, Timon, it sure is hot, Pumbaa called. I'm sweating like a pig. Timon emerged from the tree with half a leaf full of colorful insects. You ain't kidding, he told Pumbaa. I'm on fire. The warthog looked up from his bug hunting. Yikes, he cried, his eyes opening wide. If we didn't watch it, we'd both be... Timon whirled around and saw that the grass just behind them was caught on fire. Right now the flames were small, but with all the dry brush around them, Timon knew that the fire could grow fierce in no time. Let's go get Simba, shouted Pumbaa. He'll know what to do. There's no time for that, Timon declared. This is up to us. Got any ideas? I know, Pumbaa explained. How about I stay here and keep everyone away while you go to the water hole? I don't have time for a dip, Pumbaa. This is serious, Timon yelled. No, I meant maybe there will be someone there who can help us, Pumbaa explained. So Timon ran to the watering hole as fast as he could, while Pumbaa posted himself as guard near the fire. Don't worry, Timon called over his shoulder. Everything's gonna be all right. But he wasn't so sure. Pumbaa paced nervously, glancing back at the fire every couple seconds. Soon in the distance, he could make out some shapes moving quickly towards him. That must be Timon, back with help already. What a relief, he sighed. But the shapes got closer, and he saw that it wasn't Timon at all. It was a herd of zebras on the move. Pumbaa ran towards them, whooping as loudly as he could, but they didn't seem to see him. Hey, stop! He screamed as they thundered closer. Then, just as Pumbaa closed his eyes, expecting the worst, the animals came to an abrupt halt. Pumbaa let out a sigh of relief and explained to the zebras about the fire. The leader of the herd was grateful and quickly led the animals away from the blaze. As Pumbaa watched the babies tagging along after their mothers, he felt happy knowing that he had kept them out of danger. Moments later, Timon did arrive, and he was followed by a long line of elephants. Did I strike it big or what? Timon called, gesturing towards his parade. Pumbaa, get the fire brigade! While Timon yelled out directions, the elephants sprayed the fire with the water from their trunks. That's the way, just a little bit more, and this fire will be history, Timon said. A small elephant approached and blasted Timon with his trunk. You gotta work on your aim, kid, said Timon, shaking the water from his body. By the time Simba arrived, all that remained of the blaze were delicate wisps of smoke, curling into the afternoon sky. I came as soon as the zebras told me, said Simba, but it looks like you two handled things on your own. Pumbaa looked proud while Timon acted embarrassed. Aw, go on. It was nothing really. So we saved the Pride Lands. It's all in a day's work for me and Pumbaa here, Timon exclaimed. A slow smile spread across Simba's face. A day's work, huh? That gives me an idea, he said. Since you guys get around so much, Simba suggested, how would you like to be the official fire patrol of the Pride Lands? That is, if you wouldn't mind too much responsibility. Okay, here's the deal, Timon replied. If we're going to start acting responsible, then you're going to have to lighten up a little bit. Stop and smell the stink bugs for Pete's sake. Deal? Deal. Simba agreed, bounding off into the distance. Let's go Let's go to the watering hole. Last one there is a rotten egg. Look who's all fired up now, wisecracked Timon, climbing up on Pumbaa's back. Ah, just like the old days, Pumbaa said, carefully as he took off running after their pal the Lion King. Pumbaa and Timon thought that Simba was no fun, 'cause their pal became a king. His work was never done. Then they found out for themselves how good it feels inside to have a job to call your own, one that you can do with pride. The end. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that book about working hard and remembering the importance of friendship, right? My question for you guys is, what is Timon and Pumbaa's new job? Did they like it? So, if you know the answer to that question, I think you're supposed to comment on the video below or send it in a message. So again, the question is, what is Pumbaa and Timon's new job, and do you think that they will like it? Let me know.